Yesterday we were speaking of the poison and the nectar, the light in the darkness. So I decided, and I said I would do a video about the healing is in the wound. So the healing is in the wound. What does this mean? It means each of us carries something that we may call a wound, some place of deep hurt within. Place we feel is the core of our suffering, the core of our hurt, the place that prevents us from truly living in our fullness, in our power, in our love, in our authority. And this place, which isn't really a place, feels as though it's as if kind of untouchable place where the hurt is really too much almost for us, too much to bear. And so we struggle with this place. We struggle with the hurt, we struggle with the sensitivity, we struggle with what we call the darkness. This previous video was the light in the darkness. And it's the same thing. It's the same idea that, if you want to live in some way more wholly and holy, more holistically, if you like, more non-dually in the lived experience, then this wound has to be open to, entered, as it were. And the reason I make these videos is to bring kind of conscious awareness to that. The healing is in the wound. And to be reminded of that over and over again, so that we start to enter what we feel is the wound with a kind of conscious awareness, with a great love, with the light of presence and openness. And thus we may enter this, what seems so dark place, and bring light to it. And something starts to happen. Most of us carry these wounds, but we can't run away from them forever. Really, you can't run away from yourself forever. You can try. You can try and avoid yourself. But as I keep saying, avoiding ourselves doesn't mean the problem goes away. Avoiding ourselves only means that the problem manifests in darker, more destructive, more reactive, and more chaotic ways. But we don't avoid it. Still it's there. Still the wound is there. We're in the time of the wound. And I feel that there's more and more people are turning towards the wound, trying to embrace what has been denied, trying to love what has withdrawn, trying to turn towards instead of constantly turning away. Because the futility of turning away has been seen clearly, and life is too precious and too short and too exquisite to turn away and somehow split ourselves off from where the real medicine is. Truth is like a medicine. It heals us. But first, it digs up and reveals all that has been hidden, all that's been held in the darkness and in the shadows. And it reveals all of that, and it comes to the light. For healing, not for trouble. It feels like trouble, but it's healing. Truth is like medicine. It heals us. But first, it hurts like hell.